Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished up with the Abbey Grange affair case and started a new case, the Kew Gardens, and currently there's bees in my room, but they're not that very well visible. But what we're gonna do is go to Kew Gardens. First I'm of course going to read through this letter. Dear Mr. Holmes, I have finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time I realized there to be only one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He's Captain Jack Crocker. His love has given me true reason to live. Even if we cannot be together in the end, none of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Yours sincerely, Lady Brackenstall. We ended up absolving her lover's crimes. He attacked the drunkard Sir Eustace, and I can very much believe that, well, after he hit his wife, they were just sitting in the living room drinking wine together. After he hit his wife, he probably would have gone to attack the captain with his damn stick, so it could have very well been self-defense. But I don't care much about that. Right now I want to, I was happy with the decision I made, and next up we're going to go to Kew Gardens to get some flowers for my bees. And because they are supposed to be a strange case. Are we gonna do this? Okay, it's a large area. Let's look at this. How many people are still remaining? We only have 2 more cases to go. Okay. Still not done? He's going in circles again.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Alright. Hey, guys.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
3 people taking care of an entire botanic garden?
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The 2 of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
A sudden heart attack, huh?
The plants were here. All of them was stolen.
Do not touch.
Nice balloons, buddy. Nice balloons. Do I need some of these? Some of those would be nice too. And to wash your hands or wash your feet, or probably fill a bucket of water or a.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead. This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
How do you know that it would be a head wound?
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here. Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. Soil. It should have come from a flower pot.
Okay.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. The door was smashed at shoulder height.
Huh. No, no one broke in here.
This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was
Esconson.
forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
But not right now. I need my imagination to make sense of it all, huh?
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of the Awakened.
Dude, there's more trees than one kind that have their roots in water.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Ooh, carnivorous plants, I love those. Anything else that's cool around these parts? Alright, let's do this. Huh. Breaking the door, knocking over the pot, falling on the fence. Someone was breaking in. They knocked over the pot for some reason, then fell right there. Strange heart attack, huh?
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder? I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
I think so too. You know, I don't know where the colonial inspection room is. Well, there's stuff here.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Unfortunately, I completely skipped what you just wanted to say, but that's cool. Something lying on the floor, a stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
And we'll have to see where it fits, huh? What? Whoa, dude. I can switch to a first-person mode? I didn't know.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Okay.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
I'm not gonna walk around with first-person mode on. You all have gotten used to third person. Emptied colonial collection done was trapped. Perform autopsy. Perform an autopsy in Montague Dunn. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door of the colonial collection room? Why had someone cleaned and emptied the room? Was it a trap or a simple accident? Yeah, that's really suspicious. Why do you have a perfectly clear wall and then those are the exact same glass windows back here and they're completely smudged? Wow. Well, we don't solve the cases of the smartest murderers. Oh well. Australia, there's a bunch of cacti. By the way, if I'm a little quiet, I am sorry, but my throat hurts a bit today. So I'd like to be drinking a lot, but there's not been that many sequences yet.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Malacca, Honduras, the Cape Colony. Cool shit. Could you know, take one of those carnivorous plants with me and put it into my room at home. Then we wouldn't have the problem with the bees anymore, right? Who knows if they actually would digest bees.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Well, we're gonna have to play around with those at some point.
Water lily greenhouse. According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Thank you for saying that the 5th time.
Dry tropics.
That's cool. We do want to find something. Well, what I'm looking for currently is the colonial room. What I'm looking for is that statue that something was broken off of.
Dry tropics.
And looking for Albert to talk to him again. And also for random clues that are lying on the side here somewhere.
There is a smell of burning.
What? Broken pot?
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Huh.
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material. A broom handle was half burned.
Yeah, although that's probably not particularly relevant.
The remains of a picture frame.
Whoa, I did not
A
expect that.
protective mask.
Okay.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
What else? Glass panel.
The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
That ain't suspicious at all. Doing that right on the territory of the Kew Gardens area. Nice. Burning some evidence. Normal Monday morning. Or whatever day of the week it is. Let's talk to Albert. So we were just in Dry Tropics, Water Lily, Greenhouse, Palm House. I was not in there. Oh, that's the Colonial Collection. So we were already in there. I'm here. That's the ventilation system. I can play around with that, but not right now. And we want to go to the director's office. And into the reserve as well. I can open that already. Don't want to play around with this yet.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A water tank.
What else do we got? We got a bunch of pots. Some water to fill buckets with. I like how they close their grates
Seed
behind them
house.
all the time.
Locked.
Ah, that's another map of Kew Gardens. I did not need that. Let's go into the nursery. Wait, this is not the way to the nursery, is it? Nursery should be right in here.
Nursery. Locked.
Grand. Can you move? Thank you. Before I talk to him, I'm gonna go around the left here. This is also locked? No.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Here you are. Let's look at all this stuff. Come on. You want to look at
A
this?
task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
It's not a very nice list for someone who just lost his father.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Are there? He has cried. Consumed by grief. He's got a very large nose. Shaving cut. Why do you... Well, if I cut my face while shaving, I don't put like something like this on. I just leave the red. Well, let's not get into that. We don't have much for
Thank
him,
you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk to Hamish first then. Because currently there's not much to talk about to Albert. I assume this was just a...
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
I assume we just missed this path last time.
According to this, they have...
Yep. I did not go through this door. But we fully examined this colonial room, right? Yeah, this seems to be where that guy was... well, pretty much murdered. Someone came in here, drugged him or sprayed him with some gas while wearing a gas mask. He panicked. That was probably through that grate too. He panicked, went ahead and smashed this door in because it was locked. And then well, after that he probably was not particularly, healthy in the head anymore, and then fell on top of that thing and died. Interesting way to kill someone. Not the most clean way, by the way.
Nope.
I don't want to read about that again. Let's ask Hamish about all that. Can we please run, or are you that exhausted, Mr. Holmes? First I'm gonna examine his office.
locked.
Let's look at you. Sick glasses, myopic, inexpensive glasses. Dirty collar. Dirty suit. Unmarried. Gardener's hands.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Thank you for nothing. But before I continue to examine the body of the late of Albert's father, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope I will see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.